All right, what's up, golfing world? Back in La Jolla. All right, check out today's shirt. This is from a company called 2046 Print Shop, and they make all these space shirts. And this one is Artemis. It's a logo, so it's all logos for all the space missions. The Artemis space mission was the first woman and African American to the moon. I don't know what year it was. It was a long time ago. Anyways, here we are, back again after the Waste Management Open, which Scottie Scheffler won. My pick, Tony Finau, he did okay. I think he might have been top 20. Might have been top 6, actually. I forget. But he didn't win, but he usually plays pretty well there. And he's been playing well all year. But anyway, Scottie ran away with it. I would say not much of a tournament, but it was. He just, who was the guy that was tied with him? I'm blanking on it. Anyways, on the 10th hole, they got tied up. On the final round, they got tied up on the 10th hole. And then it looked like it might be a good little back and forth coming down the stretch, but Scottie eagled the 13th, and that put him up 2. And then that was it, basically. It did get a little dicey there on 16. Scheffler made a nice putt. He chipped it about 20 feet by, and he rolled it in for par. And then that was that, basically. Let's look this up real quick. I just want to get this right. Anyway, so that was the event. 700,000 people out there for the week. And, that's a lot of people. They really do it. Special shout out. Oh, Nick Taylor. Sorry for the confusion there. Nick Taylor made a pretty good round of it. So Scheffler makes the putt on 16. Nick Taylor misses. So Scheffler has I think either a 1 or a 2 shot lead at that point. Then he birdies 17. And so he coasts home at 18. A lot of money in this tournament. So that's an elevated event. And with the elevated event, I think it was a $20 million purse. So, Nick Taylor still got, I think, $2.6 million for second place. So pretty good. Special shout out to Bo Hostler, who previous at the AT&T got to meet and hang out with. And he played pretty well in that tournament. And then at the Waste Management, he shot 8 under on Sunday. He posted the best score of everybody on Sunday to finish 9 under. He tied, no, he didn't tie for 6. Maybe it was 8 under. Anyways, he had a good payday, good elevated event. I mean, at Pebble, he finished, he made like 130,000. And at this event, he made 350,000 roughly, just because of the elevated status. He basically finished in the same position. So shout out to him. And man, if this guy can get hot at the right time or over a 4-day period of time, he's going to run away with something. So he'll be out at Riviera this week. But anyways, these elevated events are pretty interesting because of all the extra cash, which means a lot of these players that normally don't play in certain events, they're out. So like Rory never plays in the Waste Management, probably doesn't care for the crowd and the yelling and the screaming, but he was out there. And, this is what's happening now. So a lot of players are, events they normally would have skipped, they're now out there for. So, which brings me to an interesting thing, about this LIV golf is, the basic question right now is, where are they? The PGA is out here. They have hot events. They have the Waste Management Open. I don't see any LIV event ever getting 700,000 people out there and building the stadium around a par 3, but you never know. I mean, I guess it's still early for them, but as of right now, they're not even playing. I mean, like, where are these guys? They got a TV deal. They made a commercial of all the teams with the team names, which, by the way, are just stupid names. I mean, come on. Like, I don't even have the names, but they're just so stupid. And the commercial was pretty ridiculous as well. But I don't know. I guess they got to get eyeballs on it however they can. But I guess that's kind of the key. It's like, where are they? They're only having 10 events a year. So, I mean, if you think about just from an overall basis of like how many people are trying to get on the PGA Tour, all these guys left for LIV, a lot of the top players, but they're going to get backfilled because of the competitive nature of just how hard it is to get into this stuff. And every week, you have these events like last week, the AT&T, which is a non-elevated event. You have maybe 4 or 5 guys that are in the top 20 there. And then you have all these guys, from down the list that are trying to get on the tour. And so the competitive aspect of trying to get on the tour and like what that's going to bring. And, a lot of these top guys left for LIV, but then that's all going to get backfilled. And so I don't know. I just don't know how they're competing right now. They do have a TV deal. They'll get some eyeballs on it once they finally have an event, but when's their event? They got to do something about that. And I think, can they make internet stars? Can DeChambeau be an internet star and draw so many eyeballs when they're not competing that when they finally compete that, a lot of people watch? We'll see. We'll see. But this week was, the waste management, I love it. Great tournament. It's a bit of a spectacle as far as, the crowd that gets out there. It's a non-golfing crowd and everything that goes with that. But, they're getting a lot of eyeballs on the Super Bowl, on the product itself. And by the way, the product itself is phenomenal as far as the amount of cameras that they have at a PGA event, that when you watch it on TV now, it's like every 15 to 20 seconds there's a shot or someone's getting into a shot. So there's not like a lot of downtime where they're, walking up the fairway or anything like that. Yeah, they're walking up, but they're already on to somebody else hitting another shot. And just the level of content that comes through is incredible. They're not even really running a lot of commercials anymore. They're mostly, they're running commercials within a box so that you're still seeing the action. So, a great product. And that takes us to this week. We're coming to Riviera, and obviously the big announcement that Tiger's playing. And Tiger did a press conference yesterday and just talked about, his injuries, the state of the game, what's going on with various things in golf, his foundation, and stuff like that. So for me, personally excited. La Jolla, 2 hours away. I'm going to drive up to Riviera tomorrow. I actually paid a little bit extra. It's not that much. I think it was $180, and I have a seat on the 17th hole. So I'm not in a tent or anything like that. I just have like a designated seat on a grandstand with a good view. So I'm super stoked about that. I'll get to see, I guess I have clubhouse access. That's just an area near the first hole. So I'll be able to stand up there and watch people tee off and then mosey on down to 17 and just watch the groups come through. Try to catch some of Tiger, maybe on the range, hoping to get him on the range, if anywhere, and maybe a little on the course, but either way, he's coming through 17, so I'll get to see that close up and personal. And another elevated event, just spectacular field. Everybody's going to be out there. 23 of the top 25 players are going to be out there this week. So, this is it. This is like a huge event. And we go from this, and then, then it's on to Florida for the Florida Swing and Bay Hill and the Players. And before you know it, it'll be the Masters. So really excited to see a full field, to see how Tiger does. Hopefully he holds up and can play, at least Thursday and Friday, both days. And then assuming he qualifies Saturday and Sunday. It would be awesome to see him do well, but he hasn't been playing a lot lately. So I don't know, you got to temper your expectations, even though it is Tiger. Hey, it's Jeremy Callahan, and thanks for listening to This Week in Golf. Make sure and hit subscribe so you can get all the latest news and analysis from Golf BPM.